What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Adobe Photoshop Masterclass course. I'm Jack. We're continuing on the layers section, and this is going to be blending modes. This is a pretty crucial part of the layers section because it is how you actually create more advanced effects. Allow me to show you. All right. So, for example, I'm going to load up my sample folder. I'm going to get this file called pattern. Right. I'm going to drag and drop it. I'm going to import it, and I'm actually going to make sure I put it over everything. Right. And I'm actually going to go ahead and press Control-T. I'm going to make it bigger, and I'm going to fill it on the screen. Now, that right there appears to be covering the whole screen, right? But what happens when we go to this button that says Normal, right? And as you see, we hover over it. It says Set the Blending Mode for the layer. So if we click that, it actually has a huge list of different modes, and I've actually accidentally exposed it right there. But if we hover over each blending mode, what it is essentially is a way that it blends it in. It's a mode that it uses to blend it into the background, and essentially these could be awesome for creating a more sort of dynamic particular graphic, right? Or just something that's got more to it, right? So as you see, all these are different presets of blending modes. That right there is like a real electric kind of one. In fact, divide, if I click that, that's looking like the best one for our color scheme right now. So blending modes are 10 out of 10 because you can actually look at that, right? So much more depth to the picture. Obviously, we know there's a huge flaw, the fact that it's messing up me as a character in here, but that's a very simple fix. I mean, one quick fix could be literally getting the eraser tool, coming over here. Remember, this is a smart layer because it hasn't been customized. It's brand new. It's been imported. We can click and rasterize it, which means we are essentially going to make it customizable. And then we could literally just go ahead and just click a couple times on the bits that we want to free up a little bit, and just like that, with a couple clicks, we have taken out the bits of the blending mode which were detrimental to the visibility of the image, and we're just left with this sort of spectacular enhanced image. And you're going to see what happens when I turn off the pattern. It goes back to normal. It was an average place. It looks like just a normal room, but you turn that blending mode on, all of a sudden you have a much more advanced graphic, and that right there is a pattern right there. Patterns are easily findable through Google Images, whatever the case may be, stock websites, whatever the case may be. You guys can find patterns. Patterns are raining from the sky, I assure you. You will not have any trouble finding patterns just like this, and they can be used, patterns essentially mean different layers. Textures is another word. Patterns, textures, backgrounds, overlays. These are all names for the same thing. And basically, you can use these to get so much more out of your images. And that is using blending modes. Blending modes are these ones right here, as we've just gone over. You can find a blending mode for each different project, something that's going to work for you. You can see that's instantly making a little bit more of a dark type of situation, right? You can get more out of images using blending modes, and of course combining them, which is the secret, right? Combining them with the actual right pattern and the right texture. I believe you'd probably call this a texture pattern, whatever the case may be. So overall, blending modes, essentially, they are ways to get more out of an image. It's kind of in the title, right? So I'm struggling to find a word that defines it better than blending mode. Pretty much, it's the mode that you blend stuff in. You can use these to blend one image with another to combine them and make a more advanced image, as we can see evidenced right here. These are, that's just one pattern, that's just one texture, and instantly we've been able to get way more out of our image, way, way, way more by, let me turn that off, by simply adding that over the top as an overlay, as a texture, as a pattern. So that right there is blending modes. Blending modes are accessed right here. There's loads of different ones. We're going to extensively use them throughout the course of the course. Let's keep cracking. Keep getting through this stuff. Keep getting to the nitty and the gritty. As we see right there, this is already shaping up to be a real, real nice episode, and we got much more coming up. I'll see you guys there.